The nominees for the Brawl-O-Ween Award for Most Wicked Clown are Doink the Clown,
The worst clown that ever lived.
Kizarny,
Do I look like I'm clowning around?
Crazy Steve, Psycho Circus,
Psycho Circus.
The Insane Icon Sting,
I'm not snapped. I just feel good.
Golden Corral Doink,
You literally gotta run!
The Insane Clown Posse,
Where you going, Richie boy? What's the matter, son? Just 'cause we a little different, you gotta run.
The Fiend. Most Wicked Clown.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean it should be restated that this is not just any clown. Pepito the Clown, the lovable Argentinian clown wrestler. Is not applicable for this award because we are looking for the truly twisted, the dark jesters of the world, from the deranged Psycho Circuses. This is such stiff competition.
Well, I gotta say, first of all, at the bottom of the list has got to be Golden Corral Doink. You heard it right. The robot woman announced his name. Robot Doink. I'm sorry. Golden Corral Doink, also known as Alabama Doink, was a man in sweatpants and an incorrect Doink mask. Did not paint his face, just wore a mask. It's almost like you ever see those it's like Japanese bootlegs of like Bart Simpson.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's not really right. He's large, but his most famous match, he's very overweight. Again, as a body positive man, I will say, large fella. His most famous match was in a Golden Corral parking lot where I believe he was also the manager of the Golden Corral. I could be wrong, against former WWE superstar Heidenreich. And if you know anything about mid-2000s WWF/WWE, Heidenreich is the worst. So
insane he's not nominated for any of these awards. Yeah, I mean, we should stress Doink was a popular character in the WWF early 90s, spawned a lot of spin-offs.
A great character.
Most people would get it right. It's like Doink is this mischievous clown. He'd, go to shake a hand, then he'd pull out a fake hand. He'd do all sorts of clown magic tricks, so, sleight of hand, etc. Golden Corral Doink does none of that. He just screams at the people in lawn chairs outside of the Golden Corral in Alabama.
Yeah, for the 5 minute, and then he's out of breath from screaming.
Yeah, cursing at children.
I love the original Doink. I'm going to be honest. That's going to be my pick. The original Doink, Matt Bourne in 1993, was, I think, next to The Undertaker, the best original WWF character. I think he's better than Goldust. I think he's better than Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think the original Doink, if Matt Bourne wasn't a basket case, in the Attitude Era, we would have had a real Juggalo wrestling clown. I think Doink could have went to the dark side. I think he could.
Oh, hold on. I have to stop you there. You're saying in the Attitude Era we could have had a Juggalo clown? In the Attitude Era, we had the Insane Clown Posse, the progenitors of Juggalos.
Okay, look. I know. Look. Okay, Insane Clown Posse's biggest contribution to wrestling is they were the first. They were the first performers ever to put someone through a table at Woodstock. Okay, they did, which is true. Woodstock '99. Look it up. They put somebody through a table, and it was fine. I mean, it was pretty cool. They went off a ladder. It was stupid. Actually, they hurt themselves. They don't even break the table. They slip off of it because there's too much Fago on it.
Yeah,
So I'll give you that.
ICP, they were lifelong wrestling fans. They grew in popularity in the late 90s, along with all sorts of
They have their
oddball
own-
Marilyn Manson sort of acts. And they
have their-
parlayed that. They parlayed that into a career in the WWF as the managers of the
career.
Oddities.
They were a temporary low card act.
All right. And then they went to WCW. They went to
And
ECW.
then WCW died, and then ECW died.
Then they went to TNA. Then they had Juggalo
TNA
Champion.
died.
I can't say the
Cannot
name of
say
it.
the word. Let's
Juggalo
say
Champion SH.
let's
fill in the
change
blanks.
championship. Change the P to a T and just say it out loud to yourself. That was the name of their promotion, JCW. Now I'm not against.
How many tag teams?
I will whoop with the best of them. Okay, I got a lot of respect for the Clown. Okay, I'm down with the Clown, as they used to say. But when it comes to wrestling clowns, like give ICP like Dirty Doink and make them like imagine if ICP and Doink were a unit in 1998, 1999 with how good Matt Bourne was. Remember that match? He had like great matches with Bret Hart and Mr. Perfect, and he scared the kids, and he's like a heel with he's a cartoonish heel, but it's like it worked because he had a little bit of he had some subtext to it. It wasn't obvious. He's a clown, but then he's mean to the kids. That's for wrestling. That is that's a characterization that's a little complicated usually.
He did reemerge in ECW, sort of wore half clown paint.
Maybe, yeah. Okay.
And then he resurfaced a few years later. You're the expert on Born Again. Why don't you tell people about that?
Well, Born Again. Okay, look. What I just described with like Doink going like Attitude Era with Insane Clown Posse, Born Again, all right, not great. But Born Again's not on the list. It's Doink, and I think Doink is one of the great, one of the great things that could have been in WWE because Matt Bourne left, and then whoever took over, Steve Lombardi, a couple other people, and then he's wrestling with Dink, Wink, and Pink, and it was dumb, but. It's not up to me who is best.
Well, we're ignoring three active wrestling clowns because, to my knowledge, I don't think Doink still wrestles.
No.
Right now, we've got The Fiend. Not exactly a clown, but has clown-like features.
The Fiend is not a clown.
The powers that be nominated him for Best Wicked Clown. He dresses in circus pants.
No, he is Rob Zombie's straight to DVD cutting room floor. He's no.
Who do you think Rob Zombie puts in his movies? Clowns.
You're right. I mean, he does. I know he does, but
if we're crossing out Rob Zombie clowns, then I think this whole category is disqualified.
No, Doink would never. Doink would never.
Doink turned into Heath Ledger Joker. Enough of that. We've also got.
Oh, we can fix that.
Crazy Steve, if you're listening, I know he commented on social media. He said that he believes that the award should go to Sin Bodhi, aka Kazarni, who is an actual circus performer / wrestler.
But I hate clowns. I hate the circus.
Well, I think this is a moot award.
We got one more to talk about,
mm-hmm.
and that is Sting.
Yeah.
2011.
Well, like 2010. 2011, yeah.
When what happened? He they're in TNA, which TNA Impact Wrestling, which was at the time number 2 in the United States, but number 2 was very low. This was like an attraction at Universal Studios, like where you would go if you needed air conditioning and you had gas from eating the hot dogs and the onion rings. So people are sitting in this gas-filled chamber, which is the Impact Zone, and Sting was one of their over-the-hill wrestlers that was in there, and Hulk Hogan was in there, and they were doing a very soap opera-esque storyline. I don't remember all the details.
Yeah, Sting was feuding with a group called Immortal, which consisted of Hulk Hogan, Ric Flair, Eric Bischoff. But I will say, you want to poo-poo on TNA, they weren't so great, but Sting was always one of the best parts of it, because despite being a little over the hill, He
Yeah.
really committed to the character.
He did. He did it right.
He was doing a ripoff of the Joker, but it was a weird mishmash of like Jack Nicholson and Cesar Romero and Heath Ledger. He was having a lot of fun with it. You could tell there was a great sequence where he brings a giant crow out to attack Eric Bischoff and then holds him hostage with this like bird of prey. You know, my vote, again, we're talking most wicked clown. As much as I love Sting, that's only a small part of a great career. I'm going to have to go with ICP, the Insane Clown Posse, because they invented wicked clowns.
All right, I'm changing my pick from Doink, because Doink, the character, led to many things that weren't so great, like Born Again and Golden Corral Doink. I'm changing mine to TNA era Sting. I think he did do a great job. But it's not up to me. It's not up to you. It's up to the WFMU Board of Directors. And I think we have a winner. The winner of Most Wicked Clown at Brawl-O-Ween is...
Does this mean that we've got... I'm going to let him intro it.
The winner of Wrestling Club's Most Wicked Clowns Award is the Insane Clown Posse, especially Violent J. What's good in the hood, boys? I'm honored. I'm touched. Where I'm touched is open to your speculation. I'm honored. I'm privileged. Yo, let's cut the shit. I am bewildered and flabbergasted, all right? Because we won yet another award in the world of professional wrestling, dwarfing our accomplishments in music and with wrestling. We almost didn't even try. Beating ass has been with me my entire life. It's like scratching my balls. But to do it so well that you receive awards by outrageously respected, viewed, listened to, and obsessed with shows like Wrestling Club, right? I can't begin to tell you, to have men like Brett and Darren even perform symphony with their mouth by saying your name. That's what it is to me. Harmonic pleasure to hear my name coming out of their faces. It's an honor. It's a damn. I don't want to cry. I don't want to fuck my pain up. But I'm touched and I'm honored to be most wickedest clowns along with Shaggy 2 Dope. We both are. And I feel bad for the other scrubs who didn't quite take it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, however, in a stunning announcement, last minute style, the Wrestling Club listeners and watchers went into utter shock as Brett and Darren couldn't even believe what they heard when Violent J announced, I proudly, with dignity, accept this award only to surrender it into the hands of Joker Sting. Hands down, I don't mean any disrespect to the Wrestling Club. I don't mean any disrespect at all. Joker Sting was a performance. It was a symphony to retinas everywhere. It was unbelievable to recreate yourself. The amount of talent it takes to recreate yourself. I know I'm taking up time. Fuck you, dude. I'm winning my award. Don't ruin my moment. Fuck you, dude. Joker Sting was poetic in every way, shape, or word. Why? Because that's Sting, who now has reinvented himself on 3 different occasions, and I mean enormously. You went from Surfboard Sting to Crow Sting, and then to pull off Joker Sting and pull it off so well, my fucking hat comes off to Steve Borden. Steve, you schooled that. And I'm calling him Steve like I know him. I met him one time. No, probably twice, but I don't think he liked us. But the point is, Joker Sting was awesome. I enjoyed that very much. You know, I didn't always enjoy TNA, but Joker Sting was done with passion, heart. I mean, way more energy and charisma than a lot of these young guys who are supposed to be in their moment. You know what I'm saying? Sting was doing a better, Sting, my hands down. So with all the controversy, we present our award right back into the hands of Sting, though. So thanks, guys. Darren, Brett, I'd like to thank the show. It's an honor to be thought of, but we're going to have to forward the award to the hands of Joker Sting. It's an honor to receive the award, though. Don't get it twisted, all right? Or get your necks twisted into a pretzel, because it meant a lot to us, but so did Joker Sting. And we're going to pass it on to him. I hope you guys understand. Thank you. T-shirts up front.
Well, I see
Damn.
Steve here on Wrestling Club for the first time on Whoop Whoop. For the first time on WFMU, here is Insane Clown Posse with the theme for the oddities.